Alright, so today we're learning how to find the area and the perimeter of a square or a rectangle. Okay? This is the length or the width. You can call it length or width, whichever. But if you call this length, you've got to call this what?
Width.
Now, a lot of books call this side and side since it's a square, but I'm going to call it length and width also. Okay, here's your two formulas. The area of a rectangle or square is length times width. The perimeter of a rectangle or square is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Okay, now, I'm going to write down the the definition of perimeter. So we've got two things today, the area and the perimeter. The definition of area, in my own words, area is the space inside a figure. Okay? The perimeter, however, is the distance around the figure. Okay? Now I gave you a formula, but no matter how many sides there are in the figure, you just add up each side and that'll give you the perimeter. Perimeter is like if you started here and had to walk all the way around the square. Alright, so let's find us an example. The first example is this one right here. Now, in each shape, I want you to find both the area and the perimeter. So I'm going to write the area equals the length times the width, because the first step is to write the formula, always. Anytime you have a formula, you always want to write it first. Now, the second step is to write what's given. Well, what's the length? 16. What's the width?
7.
Now, if you said the length was 7 and the width is 16, that's okay. Doesn't make any difference. Okay? Now we just, what's it called when you plug a number in for a letter?
Substitution.
Substitution. Well, we're going to substitute these in. A equals 16 times 7, which is 112, right? So there's your area right there. Okay? But we're not done with this problem, are we? It has two parts. What's the other thing?
Perimeter.
So I'm going to write the perimeter formula. Perimeter is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Now, another way you can do perimeter is just to count up all the sides. What's this side?
16.
What's this one?
7.
What's this one?
16.
What's this one?
7.
If you counted them all up and added them, that'd give you the perimeter. But we're going to use a formula. Okay? You write what's given. The length is 16. The width is 7. So I've got 2 times 16 plus 2 times 7, which is 32, plus 14, which is 46. So on here, the perimeter, the distance around is 46. The space inside is 112. You just found the perimeter and area of a rectangle. Now on the next one, you got to do the same thing. Okay? Now, I'd like every time if you did just like this. Showed all your work. Now on this one, I'm not gonna. The area is length times width. Length times width is what? 64. So the area is 64. Okay? The second part is perimeter is 2 times the length. So 2 times 8 is?
16.
Plus 2 times 8 is? Together that's 32. So here's your area right here. And here's your perimeter right there. So you see, you can do it two ways. Now, you say, well, why would I ever do this? This is a lot more work. You will never get it wrong if you do it like this. Okay? There's going to be some of you that do it like this and get it wrong, even though you knew how to do it because you tried to go too fast. Okay? If I were you, I'd do it like this. Area and the perimeter of this shape. Face forward, Rico. Now, the area formula is length times the width. The second part is tell what's given. The length is 10, the width is 9. Okay? Now we plug in what we know. A equals 10 times 9. So what's the area? 90. Now what's A stand for?
Area.
Okay, so now here we got P equals 2L plus 2W. What's P stand for, LA? Perimeter. So I've got 2 times the length plus 2 times the width, which is 20, plus 18, which is 38. This is your perimeter. Okay, so today you learned how to find the perimeter and the area of a square or a rectangle. Now in your homework they're going to ask you to do a parallelogram too.